Gotta love YouTube. Start the stream immediately. They're like, hey, yo, hold on a second. Ad? Insert ad now? Do it? Yeah, so that's what they were asking me. Fun fact. YouTube literally just, as soon as I hit go live, they're like, now hold on. Now would be a good time to insert an ad right now. Right now. Right when everyone's sitting here waiting for me to say hello, which, hello chat. Hello everyone. How are y'all? How are the wife and kids? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy holidays is the proper one because, you know, not everyone celebrates Christmas and you gotta be mindful of that. But anyways, how is everyone? I should probably make an announcement on my server saying that I'm live. Because I want to get a bunch of y'all in here. I mean, realistically, we're just hanging out, chatting. I want to tell some fun stories, tell, like, Christmas story. I don't really know. I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of just winging it here. So if you have any ideas on fun Christmassy things we can do, let me know. Of course, if it's too much effort on my end, then I probably won't do it. Just a little TLDR. But hey, you know, it's worth a thought. And I do appreciate the recommendations. Good afternoon. That's an insult. Have you read, like, the Christmas Carol? Or Scrooged? Or anything like that? Speaking of which, if we're talking about Christmas movies, hold on. I want to go main webcam for this. Have y'all seen Spirited? The new Apple TV original. Also, I'm going to remove Chatbox from the top left because I don't trust it, and it does the thing where it disappears half the time. So pretend something interesting is up there as a placeholder. But yeah, that'll just be some dead space. Who cares? But have y'all seen Spirited? With Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds? Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. I don't know why I forgot his name. Have y'all seen it? If you haven't seen it, do yourselves a favor and watch it. It might genuinely be my favorite Christmas movie. Not even just Christmas movie, but a good movie like this year. I mean, I haven't seen Avatar yet, so that's probably going to be top tier. But it's really, really good. You haven't heard of it. A lot of people haven't. That's the thing. It was only advertised to me as soon as my friend mentioned it to me. So, like, little story time. I was streaming. I was doing my thing, hanging out. I think I was doing like a Risk of Rain 2 run, and then my friend Raiden's like, hey, you know, we should watch this movie called Spirit. It's really good. And he wanted to do like a watch date where we just all get on and we watch it. And I didn't know I signed myself up for it. I think I said yeah inadvertently, but I did still want to spend time with friends, so that's why I was gonna watch the movie with them and hang out and have a good time. And it was this movie called Spirited. It's like a Christmas movie with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, and it's really good. I didn't know anything about it. I was just kind of, you know, going into it, not having heard of it before. But as soon as we talked about it in the Discord, I started getting advertisements and promotions for it on Twitter. Is that just like, I know it goes for the whole like, you know, they're listening to you and they're advertising every way they can. Anyone get that? I can guarantee you will be recommended it now as soon as we stop talking about it. Just say it. Just say the word Spirited. Spirited, what an interesting movie. You might get a recommendation on Twitter or some other advertisement. I don't know. But either way, I got to open the live stream so I can see y'all and see chat, because chat's on the right side of my screen on my far monitor. This feels uncomfortable to look there knowing my webcam's here, and usually I'm looking here, and I'm going to need to look here to show you some of the fun Christmassy stuff that I've done recently, which really all happened today. Also, love the art of Shep looking at Levi's life jacket showing a tab exposed. That is not Shep. That is my friend Slick. That is not Shep Goes Blep. But we will be going over more of his content in the future, so don't you worry about that. But yeah, that is the only Christmas-themed art that I have with another person that I could really think to use for the thumbnail of this stream. So, oh well. But it looks good, you know, it's very fitting, like, a ripcord for a life jacket? I wonder, what should I do? Also, Bricketect, thank you for the $10 donation. I greatly appreciate that. Hey, Beta, remember this green dragon from PDFC? PDFC was a long time ago. Also, that was early 2020. I swear to God, I have trouble remembering anything before 2020, I'll be honest. The world has done this to me. My favorite thing right now is this game, Bricadia, that just dropped an early access trailer. There's an awesome Christmas collab build server that's sick. Huh. We'll have to keep a note of it. Bricadia. It's like a building game. I can imagine it's some sort of like Minecraft-esque game, maybe. But still, thank you for the $10 super chat donation. I appreciate that a lot. Can we please get some... I can't say that. I can't do the whole, can we get some life jackets in the chat, because that you can't promote emote spam, and that's just... Gotta love YouTube being different from Twitch. But hey, you know, I like streaming on here every so often. Y'all are wonderful company. For those that enjoy these streams, I appreciate you being patient with me and streaming only every so often, and these streams being spontaneous. But the fact that you're here means a lot to me, so thank you. Also, this is I think it's the Korean sign of love. I think it's Korean. I can't remember. I know a lot of K-pop singers do this, but it's supposed to be a heart. You know, you do your finger like this, put your thumb over it. It's supposed to be like a heart. I don't know. It's cool. Hello from Minnesota in the extreme cold. The cold hasn't hit us yet. It was nearly 60 degrees this morning. Like, no shot. I was expecting, like, negatives. Like 0 degrees with insane wind chill. Nope, that's not happening till next Monday, I believe, and this weekend. So, yeah. What are y'all doing for the holidays? That's a good question. I am going home to my folks and spending the weekend with them and hanging out with them. That's pretty much our plan, or at least my plan for Christmas, because that's why I'm streaming today, because, you know, this weekend I'm going to be busy doing stuff, and really just hanging out with family. That's really it. You know, I haven't seen them in a while, taking the weekend to just do that, since last week I just was a recluse. And this week I've just been working nothing but trying to get videos done, trying to get content, you know, the content you all know and love, trying to get that out there. So, yeah. Also, just saying, spamming in chat saying that I should play Skyrim. Fun fact, will make me want to play Skyrim less and less. So if you want me to not play Skyrim, you're doing a great job at it. But just saying, not really a fan of Skyrim compared to Fallout. Hot take, I know, kind of weird. But anyways, haven't announced on my Discord server that I'm live. I apologize. I'm really bad at that. I can't whistle right now. I don't know what it is. Don't you have to have dry lips? Don't you have to have dry lips to whistle? Or like, what's the, Also, here's another thing. You ever been in like a room, like a big auditorium, and someone does the whistling where they put their fingers by their mouth and it's super fucking loud? I have always wanted to know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I've always wanted to learn, because I want to give off that really not aggressive, but that energy. I don't want to, what would you call that energy? But still, I want to learn how to do that. Wet lips to whistle. All right, let's try it then. Oh, well, there you go. Problem solved. Also, Mr. Gaming Talbot. Oh my God, Talbots. Does anyone remember Talbots? Does anyone remember being dragged to Talbots when they were a kid with their mom because they wanted to shop there? Oh my God. Damn. I remember those days. Please tell me I'm not the only one here that remembers. Please, please. I can't be the only one. I'm like... Also, I'm getting distracted. I just got to make this announcement so I don't have to, like, half focus on you guys and then focus here. Let's make the announcement. Last stream before Christmas, add everyone on the Discord server. Even if you don't have notifications on, you're getting pinged about this. Hell yeah, gamer. Hell yeah. I love your channel. Thank you. I mean, it does make sense. You know, you are here. You are commenting that. Checks out, you know. Fact check. I like it. Also, I cracked a Red Bull because I need this. Especially because we have the donation goal and all that. If we hit the donation goal, I'm going to have to get in fursuit and be a fluffy animal. He's right here, but I will get in full suit and everything if we hit the donation goal today, which that money will go towards a 3D printer, because I've always wanted a 3D printer, and I'm trying to get slowly back into being able to do that again, because I have a project that is coming up that I want to use it for. So it'll be something fun and fursuit related. You'll like it. Pinged 3 times today, Kovale. I'm sorry. Look, it's just that there's content here, okay? And also, for some reason, like, I know it's just because the bot's doing what it's supposed to do, but like, it pinged in my YouTube upload saying that this stream was an upload. Like a second upload. I don't understand it, but Discord's weird. Maybe I should go back. Here's a question. For those that are in my Discord server, which if you want, you should totally join it, link in the description. Should I manually add in the notifications saying that I am live? Or should I keep it as the bot and automated? One in the chat if you think it would be better if I manually added in the stream notification. 2 in the chat if you just think that automated would be fine. I'm going with 1 or 2. 1 for manual, 2 for automated. And no, that does not involve cars. Fun fact. Oh, it's split 50-50. Well, damn. To be fair, if I manually did it, it would mean a lot more work for me. And when I mean a lot more work, I mean like copy and paste it into the Discord chat. So, yeah, a little different, but you know what? It's effort nonetheless. Let's see. I made my announcement on my Telegram channel. Made it on Twitter. I got a pop-out chat so I can, you know, interact with you guys. You know, that's another important thing. I should probably do that. Do I not have another tab? There we go. We're all good. Also, thank you, Ilya Niznik. I don't know how to say your name. Didn't you donate to me on YouTube before? I swear to God, I got a donation from you before. But still, thank you for the $10. I greatly appreciate that. Happy holidays. This should be enough for 2 peppermint hot chocolates from Starbucks. That's probably enough for like 1.5, to be honest. But I do appreciate it. You know, I will probably use that as money because tomorrow I'm going to be traveling home to visit my folks, which will be a bit of a drive, you know, as most things are in life. A drive, a journey. I would go tonight, but like, yeah, lots of snow. Lots of snow and lots of sleet and ice, and it's going to freeze, so wait till tomorrow afternoon. So, yeah. Use money as money? I know, it's a shocker, Cloudy. Who would have thought using money as money in this day and age? You're right. That's good. Okay, so I did recognize you. I recognize the last bit of your name there. I'm like, I swear to God you've donated to me before on Twitch. But still, I appreciate the support. I try to remember this stuff. See, I know I drill it into everyone's heads for anyone that watches my streams. I don't do the whole parasocial relationship thing. Keep in mind that if you watch my content, that does not mean we're friends. Just full disclosure there, and that's okay. But at the same time, you know, those that are usuals and support me, whether it's monetarily or in other ways, I do notice you and I do pay attention. I try to take note of that, okay? So just want you to know I appreciate the support. It really means a lot. It really does. Also, I have like 3 different video tabs up showing me like just being here, and it's really uncanny. Like preview of the stream, OBS, and then another preview of the stream. So it's kind of wonky. Also, thank you for another $5, Ilya. I appreciate it. And thank you, Carson Bailey, for the $5 Canadian dollars. How's my day going? Pretty good. I want to tell you guys something that I did today. I don't know if any of you follow me on Twitter, but I think I have officially turned into the unemployed friend at like 2 p.m. on a weekday. You ever see that meme of like, you know, your unemployed friend and then they're just like hanging out like in the mountains or something of like, gee, what's Jerry up to on like Wednesday? Another meme that I saw from which was like a Scooby-Doo meme of like Scooby and the gang were waiting for Velma. They didn't know where she was. It's like the unemployed friend at 2 p.m. And then it's just like, gee, where's Velma? And then then it cuts to her and she's like, figures, I'd end up in Philadelphia. That is literally me. That is just, I've become that. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Since it is Christmas themed, you know, seasonal spirit and all that, not bah humbug. I wanted to go over it because, fun fact, I went to the Yankee Candle Village, which is close to the Yankee Candle factory. My roommate and wonderful friend, ML the Drackle, was like, hey, what are you doing today? And I'm like, I don't know. The power's out and it's not coming back anytime soon. What else could I do today? And he's like, we should go to the Yankee Candle Village. And I'm like, there is a whole area plus dedicated to candles? You son of a bitch, I'm in. And so I did that today. And I picked up a nice candle for myself. Look, it's lit right now. It smells so nice in here. But this is Midsummer's Night. I promise to God, I am not going to drop it. I promise. What does ML stand for? So here's the thing. He actually has a list of different pronunciations of what ML stands for. I think ML stands for more ligma, personally. So there's that. Drackle, is that a new hybrid of subspecies that merge a jackal and a dragon? I mean, yeah, it's not really a new species. It's just like, you know, you put two animals together and that's a hybrid. So, yeah. Also, thank you, Eoric. Is it Loric or Eoric? For the $5 donation. Thank you for that. Here's to your channel, waiting for the weather to clear up so I can go out and film for my other planned channel. Love your vids. Hell yeah, you know? I love filming. I've started to find like a deeper appreciation for just IRL filming. What currency is that? What is that? See, that's what I love about YouTube Super Chat. Is that, like, you know how most, like, in-person IRL... Not in person. What am I talking about? Like, you know, most like regular donations that go through, I think it's Stream Elements or Streamlabs, I can't remember. But any direct donations, like it is converted to USD. But with YouTube, with YouTube streams, I don't know what, like, it keeps the original currency. I don't know what currency that is. PHP means pesos Philippines. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be honest, it looked like half of like oh my god, you ever go to like a Party City or like a dollar store and see those like glasses, but they have like the slits in them and they're just like plastic glasses? Kind of looks like one of those like cut off, like one individual like visor there. Kind of funny. Why is my webcam blurring? Stop it. Yeah, stop it. Looked like polka dollars. No, don't. So it's Philippine pesos, and it is worth about 2 cents. Is it? That's kind of neat. See, that's the thing. Even though I'm doing a YouTube stream, I'm still, like, learning something new. I think that just goes without saying for any stream in general. Shutter shades? Yeah, you know those, like, the shutter shades you get at, like, a Party City or something? It looks like one of those, like, but cut off, and you just have that one individual, and you rotate it, like, 90 degrees. So there you go. It's $1.28. Really? It came up as a donation looking like it was like more than that. I don't know. YouTube's weird with its donations. But still, thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Thank you for the seriously, I'm having a hard time keeping up with these donations. But I still appreciate it. It means the world to me. Let me tell you, chat. You can now mark the stream as educational. I guess? You know, you're not wrong. I mean, everything's educational if you think about it, but I think it has to be set for straight education. Actually, who am I kidding? The categories on YouTube don't do anything anymore, unless it's like gaming. But like, genuine question, does anyone actually go into the YouTube gaming section and look for a specific game? Or do they just look up said game in the YouTube search engine? I feel like most people do the latter. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Ooh. I've been told every day is a school day. See, that's the thing. I want to warn you about this in the future. Especially if you end up in the field that I am, which is just content creator, also known as bum, if you think about that, full-time. I kind of wish every day was a school day in which I learn something new every day. Because, goddammit, is my brain a sponge. Like, ever since I got out of engineering school, I was learning so much. I was so stressed. And now I'm not really learning much. And I'm less stressed, but I'm also laughing about the stress. And my therapist is just like, you know that's a coping mechanism for trauma, right? It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's fun. But also, I still like learning stuff. So fun fact, that's where this whole like donation goal comes into play. You know, it's going to go towards a 3D printer, and it's going to potentially create a new thing that I want to introduce for like a furry product. Spongy beta round pants. So that's what the life jacket is for. It inflates the more educated I become. The more informed, the more like I gain in the knowledge, my life jacket just inflates more and more, you know? I like it. I missed the dedicated YouTube gaming subsite though. It was a lot easier to find streams that way. It was. And that kind of is the problem with streams nowadays. It's very hard to, like, be found. It's very, very hard to be, like, recognized and get recommended. But that just goes without saying for, like, Twitch and YouTube, so there's that. Carson, thank you for the $2 Canadian. What's 1 plus... Oh, fuck! Sorry. Just because I'm good at engineering doesn't mean I'm good at math. But I think it's 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. Maybe. I gotta stop swearing, too. I keep forgetting that I'm on YouTube. So, like, as much as, you know, they don't really care if you swear, it's still just, like... I don't know what YouTube is anymore, but, like, I gotta chill it a bit. That's all. I hate math. I hate math, too. Demonetized instantly. It's not even really that for me. I don't really care about, like, whether or not a video gets demonetized, because realistically, like, I just put out videos because I want to. Like, all the videos that I put out recently, it's just because I want to do them. And they're fun. And it seems like you guys enjoy that more than forcing content. So, you know, looks good. Feels good. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I want to keep somewhat a better image, even though I do swear normally. So, yeah. YouTube went to the dogs a couple years ago. I try not to think about what YouTube is doing. Do you think I would look better in a blue life jacket or a white life jacket? I'm doing some art right now and thought I'd ask. I don't know. It's really up to you. I'm more of... when it comes to, like, colors for anything, and this goes for not just, like, life jackets, but also, like, thumbnails and any other art that I do, whether it's, like, a background or something, I try to have it contrast with what's in the foreground, so that in the foreground it stands out a lot more. Because the point of a life jacket, in general, is you want to stand out while wearing it, you know? That's just... I guess that's how it is. I mean, that makes a lot of sense now, you know? If you're out in the ocean, you want to be, like, spotted easily. That's just an example that I have. But, like, in general, with a persona or a character, you want something that contrasts well with, like, the body of the character. That's why with, like, Maverick, you know, he's completely white. It's just an orange life jacket, completely contrasted from that. It's like orange and, like, black if you think about it. With Levi, this freeloader, he's not really a freeloader. Because he is working if you think about it. I love him. Oh, who am I kidding? You want me to do the thing? I'll do the thing then. There you go. You got what you wanted. You got the whole, hey, get the fuck out of here. And you're just like... Yeah, there you go. You get it. That's how he earns his keep? Maybe it is. What's 9 plus 10? 21. What was that? Is it still 21? Or is that a dead meme? I remember everyone was saying it back when I was in high school. Is that still a meme? Also, thank you for the $2, Carson. I appreciate that. So when are you getting a bright pink life jacket? Oh my god, I want one so bad. Not even joking. Low key, this is... Didn't I talk about this on stream? I can't remember if this was a video or a stream. I remember I had talked about how I really love the color pink, but my mom just doesn't want me to, like, have anything pink. I don't know if it's just because she associates it with, like, a feminine color and, you know, doesn't want that to like, associate with it. Personally, I love the color pink. I think it's amazing. Like, example, when we were planning to go on our Disney trip, we got to pick our magic bands and the colors we wanted. And she's like, okay, what color do you want? I'm like, pink. I want the color pink. I love it. And she's like, but you know, would it not blue? I'm like, pink. It looks great. It's a manly color, Mom. And when I said that, she's like, okay, I'm getting you the color red. And I was disappointed. And same thing happened recently. She's like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, you know what? If you really want to get me something, because I don't really need any gifts for Christmas. You know, I can't really ask my mom for, like, a furry art commission for Christmas. That's ludicrous. Unless, you know, that would be an interesting story if that happens. But that's separate from something else. But, I'll get to this channel member later, by the way. Trust me. Thank you for the support, though. But I asked, you know, hey, I could really use another hydro flask, like a new one. I haven't had one replaced in, like, years or so. So maybe a new one, a bigger one. And could you get in the color pink? She told me she's getting in the color white. So it's like, oh, okay, fine. So it's like, damn it, I love the color pink, but I can never get anything in it. That's why I officially want to add a pink life jacket to, like, my Fursona's wardrobe. And you know what the best part about it is? Anytime that Levi or Beta the Aussie Shep, that's not the Aussie Shep, that's just another Aussie Shep Squishmallow plush. Anytime they are wearing the pink life jacket, they are just looking as stunning and flamboyant as possible. Not meant to spite my mother, but also just because I feel like I'd look stunning in the color pink. I don't have too much pink in my wardrobe in general, so, you know, that's just how it goes. So potentially, I will have the color pink. Okay? You go for that pink, dude. You go for it. You slay! I'm gonna slay, okay? That's my plan. Also, thank you, Blue Jay, for the 2-month channel member resub. I greatly appreciate that. Hey, Beta, it's quite dreadful out where I'm at, but I hope you and Levi are having a safe and wonderful holiday. Well, thank you. I hope you're having a safe and wonderful holiday as well, despite, you know, the weather that's going around also, because, you know, it's going to be the coldest it's been in ages, so please stay warm, stay safe, plan your travels accordingly. This goes for everyone around the U.S., It's 20 degrees in Florida. Gee, yeah, that's how you know the rest of the world is screwed somewhat in temperature. You know, it's just like if it's gonna be 20 degrees in Florida, you know something's up. Okay. And also thank you, Carson, for the $2. Is that your only fursuit? No, I have a fursuit of Maverick, but you know, Levi's just here because he's, I don't know, I feel more connected. I love him more. He's an adorable dog. Look at my dog. How could you say no to this dog? Look at him. He's smiling at you. How can you say no to this face? He's so precious. I love him. And he gives off so much energy. All he needs is the angry eyebrows, and he's got that energy, okay? He's got that energy. I like it. Can you put Beta on the head, please? I don't know what that means. Put Beta head now, please. It sounds like a Yahoo Answers question. You know? Am I Protgen? Am I Progoten? Progoten species, how to? Question mark? Prototen species, how to? Can be femboy? By the way, uploaded a video earlier this week with a take on that whole "Am I Pregnante?" Sort of meme. Did a take on it with regards to protogens. Pretty good in my opinion. You should give it a watch if you haven't already. Is my protein illegal? It was just funny, okay? Like, I just put it together. I'm like, you know what? This is hilarious. Can you get Pregantente? Exactly. Furry remix of memes. See, that's the thing that I love about furry memes sometimes, is that even though some of them are repetitive and the same old stuff, furry memes act as somewhat a free pass to resurrect old and ancient memes that might be dead. You know, like the SpongeGar meme? Anyone remember that? That was a good time to be on the internet, in my honest opinion. That can be resurrected just by putting someone's Fursona in the place of it. And you got a new meme. That's what I love about it. That's what I told Shep to do as like a backup. Like, hey, you know, if that doesn't work, just like resort to doing furry versions of old memes. Do that. It's easier. Gotta love protogenesis. Exactly. And also, chat, I want to ask, do any of you have the option of like receiving, because I know it has to be turned on for viewers who watch the streams. Have any of you had the option of like checking off if you like can receive a gift channel membership on here? Like similar to like a Twitch resub sort of thing, or like a gifted Twitch sub. I'm trying to figure out how to enable that, and I haven't been able to. I don't know how. Every one of my other friends who streams on YouTube is able to like receive gifted channel memberships. I wish I knew how to do that. It's crazy. I've looked everywhere and I can't find it. So I just want to make sure, like, are you able to or not? If you don't know how to, That really sucks for me. But hey, you know, you can still, you know, become a channel member, so there is that. That's at the very least, the link in the description isn't broken. But it's just like gifting one. I don't know how to do it. YouTube's weird. Bring back the airplane dragons. Already did a video on it. Don't need to do another one. Look, when it comes to stuff like that I'm not really interested in, I do it for the sake of informing the vast majority, because, you know, I like doing that. But once it's done, it's done. Hit join the 3 dots gifting, then turn it on in settings. There is no settings. That's what I just don't get it. It just doesn't even show. Oh, man. There's no easy way of doing it. I can't really even do it on my own channel. I can start a poll or a Q&A. Do you ever sleep in your Maverick or Levi onesie? I mean, you mean the Kigu? The Levi Kigu, yes, I do. Levi he's very, very cozy. May I DM you a video of how to do it, Beta? You can, but I've seen a video before that YouTube put out on how to do it, and even then, it's like, it doesn't even show up for me, so I don't know. Also, hi, Stalkers. How you doing? Sorry I didn't notice you earlier. You will say you need to turn it on to receive it. See, that's the thing, but I don't even know. Maybe my channel just isn't eligible for some reason, and YouTube just hasn't given me that accessibility yet. Which, you know, I really would like to be able to do that, just saying, YouTube. You know, it is revenue, but, you know. Anyways, I was going to talk to you guys about something. I forgot. Yeah, I was going to talk to you about my adventure at the Yankee Candle Village. I didn't know that there was a Yankee Candle Village, let alone a Yankee Candle factory. And my roommate and I took like a little bit of like a road trip over there today, because I just wasn't doing anything. He got out of work at like noon, not even. And I was at home doing nothing like a bum. Also, the power wasn't on. And I just on a whim was like, hey, what are you up to? And he's like, I don't know, I'm not up to much. And so we just kind of wung it and went on an adventure to the Yankee Candle Village. And it's a real place. Literally, I made this, I took this picture and I thought about it, of like, you know what? I am officially the unemployed friend at 2 p.m. on a weekday. Like, you know how everyone is at work and doing stuff? Also, my chat box is on. Why? Stop it. No. Like, you see that meme of, like, the friend that's not, like, up or available, or, like, is available on the weekday and is doing nothing? That's me now. That's just what I've become. Like, granted, I have the excuse of, it's a Friday, it's the day before Christmas, I already did my work canceled on me, but it just still feels like, you know what, I really am that unemployed friend, so I don't know. Either way, I went to the Yankee Candle Village because I wanted to see what's there, and I also wanted to get a candle, and I did get a candle, and it's really nice, and it smells good in here. But, just to show you some of the pictures that I took, because here's the thing, when you go in there, the first thing that I was expecting was just, like, rooms of different Yankee candles, just infinite candles everywhere. I feel like there's such a thing as too much candle, but trust me, this place did not disappoint, because it is downright gorgeous in here. Like, there's, like, a main fountain area where you can get some food. There's so many things you can get, like Woodstock chimes. It pretty much is like, you ever been to your grandmother's place? You ever been to, like, your grandmother's place and it's got all these, like, antiques and these nice decorations? That's where you go to get some of this. But it's a bit, like, nicer in quality. It's not, like, ancient. I don't, like, it looks nice in here. And the best part is, at the Yankee Candle Factory, every day is Christmas. And I shit you not, that is what it felt like in there. Granted, you know, it was a day before Christmas. But, like, even in July, you'd come in here and it'd be pretty much the same thing. It'd feel like Christmas in there. But yeah. To err is human. That's what I saw on the side of one of those coffee dispensers. And you can see the stack of candles in the back. Also, Eagle Cry, thank you for becoming a channel member. I greatly appreciate that. Welcome to the Life Jacket Squad. Enjoy those emotes. And enjoy the exclusivity. Enjoy, you know, standing out and taking pride in the life jacket that you have an access to, okay? I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. It means a lot. But yeah, to err is human. I don't know what that means, but it's pretty cool. And then this. Oh my god. This was one of those little train like rides, those little rides that you see at like the store or like the mall or something. This is just nightmare fuel. This is horrible. Look at him. I had to look at him. Now you have to as well. Charles? Choo Choo Charles is real? To be fair, though. If, like... I feel like this is Choo Choo Charles's brother. Peter. just Peter. You know? I guess the favorite in the family, but amongst, like, the siblings. You know, their parents favored Peter more, and this is Peter. It's so good. Yeah, I got nothing to tell you about this besides it's just, yeah, you don't need me to explain it. And then there was this little, like, I don't know what to call it, but there was this area that you walk through the Yankee Candle village. And it eventually gets all dark, and it's like you're in a forest. I think it's like a Germanic area, like you go through like the German village. And this is the entryway into it, and it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. They had all these like pop-up stands for like decorations, and you went through, and there was a moose. I think that's a moose. It's a deer. Never mind. It says it's a deer here. But yeah, it's every deer furry ever, and it's right there. Look at him. He's just chilling. It was an animatronic deer. But he was just vibing amongst the trees. And I took a bunch of other photos. This dude's randomly taking a photo, but I wanted to take a picture of the surrounding area, and it looked good. Look at it. All these lit up trees. It looks like you're in a village, but it's not like freezing, and you're not outside. That's what Bavarian Village. That's what it's called. I said Germanic, but it's called Bavarian. I thought, when my roommate said, oh, want to go to the Bavarian Village? I'm like, I love beavers. Let's go. And I was disappointed. So, just so you know, that did happen. And it hurt me. But yeah, Bavarian Village, pretty cool. Went there. Pretty neat. Bunch of other pictures. Big Christmas tree in the center. All these different shops and whatnot. Keep in mind, all of this is one big store as well. But it has several different areas where you can go and just buy stuff. It's really cool. I think it's great. And then there's this like little castle area that you can go to. There's like a waterfall on the side. That's the back side of it. This is the waterfall. Like, it's just so much effort. This is like the Toys R Us of New York, but like not as many people, so it's so much better. I was about to say the Toys R Us of New York, but better. I'd say like the Toys R Us of New York, but for adults and better, because there's less people. But yeah. And then also, I found this little, like, I feel, does anyone else feel like sad looking at that? Look at this little puppy Picasso. It's a 1,000-piece puzzle that I saw. I'm like, this is adorable, but the poor puppo. But he's like he's an artist. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, those are the pictures that I took on my adventure through the Bavarian Village and pretty much everything else that was there. It was really neat to see. Let me say it was a good adventure. I'm glad that I went on it, you know. So you got to see what I did that was Christmas oriented besides watch Christmas movies and be disappointed because my mom watches the Hallmark Christmas movies. And then going at a Christmas tree and getting my hands all sticky because of the sap, and it doesn't come out. So yeah, fun. But yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I appreciate that. Why are we screaming? Can we stop? I was telling a nice story, and y'all are talking about random shit. Makes me feel kind of sad. It makes me feel like you're not paying attention. It's almost like it's kind of like a classroom. You ever have your teacher when you're not paying attention and they just feel or seem really disappointed and sad after they tell a story or they tell something that's important? It's kind of like what I feel like. I'm opening up about how my day was. You asked how my day was. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I feel not happy. I feel like, damn. Can't we do both beta? I don't know. I mean, YouTube chat is a whole different monster compared to, like, Twitch. Let me tell you that. It's a bit more chaotic. Everyone's screaming at one another. There's that one guy that won't shut up about changed. It just doesn't stop. This is only, like, furry live streams on YouTube. This is why I moved to Twitch. But still, you know what? I'm just... You know what? I'm getting acquainted with it back here. I will say, YouTube streams this coming year. That's another thing. I'm in a good mood because I think I finally figured out what I want for my goals and my resolutions for this next year, for 2023. A couple of them I can't tell you at the moment. I mean, tell you at all. Because, you know, it's a YouTube stream. So, can't really do that. But for some, like, good ones, is like, you know, I want to build the Discord server. I want to get Discord partner. That's the big goal for this year. I want to continue YouTube streamings. I want to get to a point, genuinely, if we do YouTube streams frequently, I want to get to a point where we have a constant concurrent viewerage of 300 people watching. I know that streams have been very sparse and in between on YouTube and Twitch, so that's why the viewership has gone down. But I want to get to a viewer average of 300 if we can do that. That is, like, the big goal of mine in the future, whether it's for YouTube streaming, specifically here, or, like, Twitch, or both. So, you know what? Big goal there. 300,000 subs on YouTube. I think we can do it. We're, like, 90K away at this point. And to be honest, if I keep doing those YouTube shorts of the furry memes, I am bound to get those, you know, skyrocket in subscriptions and all that. But, yeah. Honestly, like, even though that's only a couple of the New Year's resolutions that I have, like, I've been thinking about it and I've been writing them down, and it's like, you know what? This feels doable. This feels really doable, and I feel good. I feel optimistic and hopeful about this next year. Because, like, fun little fact, I talked about this on Twitch, but, like, this past year has been just not great at all. Probably one of my worst years ever so far. But, like, near the end of it, last year, in 2021, when MFF was finishing up, like, I genuinely had this weird sense that, like, is this it? Did I, like, kind of peak it? Are things, like, going back to, like, or are things going to start degrading or declining? Like, it's, like, and then it started to happen after MFF last year. But this year, after MFF, things feel like they've turned around. I don't know if it makes any sense, but I feel like myself again. I know I sound crazy when I say that, but you know what? It feels... Things feel good now and optimistic, and I'm ready to just, like, go into this next year hitting the ground running. And that's my plan. So, I guess the moral of this for you guys, how this affects you, is keep on the lookout, because there's going to be some amazing content coming. There's going to be some amazing stuff and amazing plans that I have, and I'm really excited for it, so... And let me just say, for those that have stuck it out with me this year, it means a lot. Because it has been a rough year, and the fact that, I mean, I'm still here doing this means that, hey, you know, maybe I haven't peaked yet, and maybe they're going to get better. Where did you get those posters on your wall? Literally, the only poster on my wall is the Capsule Fox poster that I took from my friend's setup at BLFC, because he didn't want it. He's like, you can have it. I'm like, okay. So I took it home and I hung it up. So yeah. Hey, you take care, Kovalite. Get some rest and happy holidays. But yeah. Working to get my other channel up and trying to film too. Yeah, you know. Change, that's the thing. Change is always going to be a thing that is going to happen in life. And it might hit harder in some years. It might not in others. So, like, getting to a sense of, like, I guess tranquility with change happening and understanding when it happens, but still, like, not letting it consume you or affect you or hurt you or bother you too much. Genuinely, like, you feel better. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but yeah. And to be honest, though, we've pretty much talked about everything that I wanted to today. Like, I already covered the Yankee Candle thing, and we're like, what, an hour into the stream? Not even? This is awesome. We're not even an hour in, and I've already covered everything. Woo! Oh. Do you know the muffin mass? I mean, if you were to give me a muffin, I could try to calculate the mass of it. Or is it moss? The muffin moss, as in muffin good or more. Moss is more. Do I want more muffins? I would love muffins, to be honest. Show us the candle. Oh yeah, I mean I showed it earlier, but I got this candle. It's called Midsummer's Night. I was looking for a candle scent that was very reminiscent of Cape Cod, because I love Cape Cod. I love that area of Massachusetts. I like try to visit there every summer, and like there's a specific smell, a vibe to it, whether it's on the beach or back at like the beach house that we're at for like the weekend. I was trying to get a reminiscent smell of that, and this was the best one that I could find. There were a bunch of other like exclusive ones, but they were like a bit too fragrant, a bit too flowery, or like perfumey. This one's very subtle, and it's just like you smell it and it's like, it's nice. Not sponsored, by the way, as much as I would like to be. And then I got that candle and then another candle for my parents, because fun fact, at the Yankee Candle Village, they do have some exclusive Yankee Candle Village only candles. So I got one for my folks, just to be like, hey, just so you don't have to travel all the way out to I got one for you. So yeah. I love P-Town. What's P-Town? I don't think I remember it. I usually am around, like, whenever I'm going down there for the summer, I usually hang around, like, the Hyannis or, like, the Dennis area. Which, granted, the Cape Cod has, like, plenty of different areas. Sometimes, you know, if I'm feeling a bit frisky and I can spend some money, I'll go to Martha's Vineyard for the day or something, you know? But yeah, other than that, I haven't done too much at the Cape. It's called the Cape. Eat the candle? No. I mean, I did have Olive Garden earlier today. Me and ML went out to get Olive Garden after our excursion to the Yankee Candle factory. So, that was fun. Provincetown. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, Provincetown is awesome. I love it there. Plenty of really, really nice restaurants. I need to stop hitting my mic. We eat candles here. Look, I'm just saying. I'm desperate for money, but not that desperate to eat a candle for money. No, I'm not going to eat anything. I'm not going to eat any of the candle. Stop asking me to eat. I'll drink my Red Bull. Like a good content creator that I am. I forgot. I do not like Red Bull at all. I drink it strictly for the caffeine. Realistically, I could have just made a coffee before this stream. But why would I do that? Why would I do something that's smart, you know? Why would I do something that's smart here? I prefer bubbler for caffeine. I've never heard of bubbler before. I have a feeling I've probably seen it at the supermarket and probably will only recognize it if I see, like, what the product is supposed to look like. But even then, you know. Slurp the Red Bull can. Look, I'm drinking it sporadically, okay? Let me enjoy my Red Bull, even though there's nothing to enjoy it. Are you wearing an E621 shirt? Yeah, because they sell shirts from the E621 website. Yeah, okay. No, it's a shirt that my friend got from me. Like, they just kind of gave it to me one day when I was at MFF. They're like, hey, Beta, I got this shirt for you. 3XL, right? I'm like, yep, I'm a fat ass. Let's do it. And it's a cute shirt. It's just got I think it's a little, a raccoon and a fox by a campfire. It's really cute. I love it. I like the color of it. The shirt is pretty. I love it. Such a vibe. I don't know where he got it from, though, but I do like it. And, you know, it was a nice gift from MFF. Also, speaking of which, I gotta show you. I tweeted this on Twitter, but I want to show you guys officially. My boyfriend, Nexka, got me a Christmas gift. I mean, I got him a Christmas gift, but that's not coming till mid to late January, potentially. And it's really expensive, and it's going to take some time to finish up. But it's a birthday and Christmas gift. But my boyfriend got me a Christmas gift, and it arrived the other day. And I love it. I'm surprised I'm not wearing this stream, but I just want to, like, show you. Like, he got me, because I love Jujutsu Kaisen. It is my favorite anime ever. I love Chainsaw Man, but JJK, I'm a diehard fan of. It is my favorite anime ever, and I'm like, oh, I'm enthralled in it. I'm like keeping up with the manga and all that. It's really good. But like, he knows that I'm a fan of JJK, and he's also a fan of, I think, 100 Thieves. I don't know what there is about, you know, that whole gaming industry, but apparently they had a line of Jujutsu Kaisen, like, merchandise, and he got, like, a hoodie from me. It looks so good. It has Thieves on the front and the Jujutsu Kaisen on the back, and, like, on the back of it, we got Kakashi. I love Kakashi. He's my favorite sensei. But yeah, it looks good. Good old Gojo. He's awesome. But yeah, I'm going to put it on because I look good in pastel colors. I realized that recently. I haven't really worn too many pastel colors, but you know, I look good in it. And you know what? I deserve to look good and feel good. So we're doing this. Here we go. I love Kakashi. Speaking of Kakashi, been watching Naruto. Nexka and I have been watching through the entire series. Really good. Having a lot of fun with it. But you know what? It complements your skin tone, Beta. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know anything about skin tone. The only thing that I know about skin in general that everyone has told me about is apparently I have a greasy face. I don't, apparently. And according to my friends who have seen my face IRL, I just have really good skin. Like, it looks greasy because the ring lights, you know, reflect off of the lack of pores and the good skin texture of my face. But when my friends see it in person, they're like, yeah, no, you just have amazing skin. So I didn't even know that. I just thought people were being hypercritical of me on the internet, which is very true. But hey, you know, I guess the moral of this is don't take too much mind to the people just commenting fatherless behavior on your profile. It's kind of ironic that they say that if you think about it. But yeah. Oh, man. I've been talking a million miles a minute, so I'm finally, like, having a moment to just not be talking. But yeah, I've got this nice hoodie. I mean, I'm going to have to take it off soon if we do hit, like, the donation goal, which, like, it's not counting YouTube Super Chat donations for some reason for the donations and only direct donations. But, you know, in full honesty, currently from the Super Chat revenue, or I guess in terms of Super Chat donations, it's at about $65.57. So, you know, if we hit the goal of 100, I'll put on my fursuit. A little Christmas gift for you, I guess, even though you're paying for it. It doesn't make much sense, but I don't know. The only thing you need to know is that any funds donated will go towards a 3D printer, towards a potential engineering project that I want to put together and show all of you and potentially sell as a product in the furry fandom. I think it would be pretty good. I think it'd be excellent. So I'm probably going to be doing that in the future. So yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. What's your favorite Christmas drink? A really good homemade eggnog.
I love the would love to know
I love eggnog as long as it's not the what is it? Store-bought. Store exclusive. If it's not like the store-bought and it's freshly made, or it's like there's something done to it to get that weird bitter taste out of it, so good. So genuinely good. Also, I didn't see this before, but thank you, random bit of characters as your name. I feel like you just copied a random image that you downloaded off the internet, took the name from that, and then set that as your username. But thank you for the $6.72. I appreciate that. I love streaming. Would love to know what you think of my Fursona. I mean, theoretically, I did say $5 per Fursona review, so I could just do it. To be fair, I could just bring it up, I guess. No, don't play it again. Don't play it again. Copy it. There you go. Oh, I can just drag the link and open it in another thing. You just sent me to your DeviantArt page. Which one's yours? I'm assuming the red panda, correct? I like the goggles, like the scientific goggles. Your character kind of reminds me of an alchemist. I like the vibe. I like the protogen version. Very steampunk. I appreciate the SCP poster in the back of one of your art pieces. But yeah, I like the hair. It's a very nice touch. Usually I don't see... Because here's the thing. When it comes to red pandas... I'm assuming this is a red panda, by the way. I know. Assuming the species of a character. I know how it goes. But, you know, like, usually when you see a red panda that's a specific color... Usually it's that set color. Like, you know, like Zenith is a blue-red panda, and it's just blue throughout. Usually you don't have a red panda with differing hair colors or differing other, like, colors of their body. It's all kind of, like, uniform. So this is the first time I've seen, like, a red panda with, like, red and orange and brown markings, but with blue hair. And it still works. I like it. It stands out, but not in, like, an in-your-face way. It's a good touch. I like it. I also really like all the art that you got of them. So, yeah. But, yeah, you know what? I like it. Beta just left Maverick in the dust. I mean, damn, that sucks. But, you know, hey, I still have my other Fursonas and characters. I'm just going with the characters that represent me and make me happy. That's realistically what it is, okay? As much as, you know, the Maverick's like the fan service character, I'm happy. You know, I'm happy. And if you don't respect that, that really sucks. Sorry, not sorry. But hey, you know, you can still love Maverick. I just personally don't want to show him as much, if that makes any sense. I feel like he's more of the people pleaser than he is the my own personal character. So, you know what? Going with what feels good to me. But yeah, I guess for a Fursona review, that's the Fursona review. Your red panda looks nice. I like them. I also like the Christmas art you got. I'd show it off, but like I don't know how YouTube feels about showing anything from DeviantArt in general. YouTube's really weird, and I don't want to risk it. So at the same time, you know, you get my Audible, not Audible, the what is it? The audiobook thing. But Audible, you get my Audible affirmation of your character. That's what I was going for. But yeah. Ugh. Oh man, what a nice stretch. Okay, how about we not spam in chat, please? Oh damn. Oh damn, you were timed out before. Why don't I just like hide you from the channel so that no one can ever see your comments again? Have a good one. Oh, I love that. The people that come back after being timed out and they're like, wait a minute, I don't recognize what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to do what I was doing before and see if a different result happens. See, that's called insanity. That's the definition of it. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Or maybe you're just shocked that the same result is happening. Maybe the different result was the same one you thought wouldn't happen again. I don't know. Maybe that's the opposite of insanity. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going on about. I don't know. I'm just doing my thing, okay? Let me, it's like, you know, so if someone's timed out and doing something to break the rules, I'm just gonna, bye. Also, have a good night, Muffin Plays. I also just realized you have the X's in your name. XX Muffin Plays XX. Oh, you are ready for Phase 5. You know it. You are ready for Phase 5. Also, thank you, Ashton, for the $40 super chat. Holy jeez. Thank you. That is very generous of you. Thank you for the very, very generous donation. Merry Crimmy. Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler. And happy holidays to you, too. Good afternoon. Actually, wait, no, that's an insult. Because fun fact, I remember this, like, long before I watched Spirited. Because in Spirited, there's, like, a whole section where they talk about Scrooge. Like, the whole story of Scrooge and A Christmas Carol and all that. And it talks about, you know, Scrooge's, like, past and his history. And they ask, like, why does Scrooge say good afternoon a lot to people? And the way they describe it is, like, it's supposed to be an FU of, like, a screw off or screw you sort of, like, comment. But, like, before that, from reading it even in middle school, I still remember the reasoning why they said good afternoon. Why is there no data? Hello? Is my stream down? It said no data for a second. What? That scared me. My stream my stream connection said no data instead of excellent connection. That's concerning. But, little explanation of it is just, like, with good afternoon, when they say that, it's supposed to be more of, like, a dismissal. It's not just, like, an FU or, like, screw off. It's supposed to be, like, you're being dismissed and I do not... You are not important to me. Goodbye. Good afternoon, you know? It's a dismissal, a dismissing of whatever conversation. Yeah, I love Spirited Away. A good film, but not the same Spirited we're talking about. Also, my webcam's blurring out again. Stop it. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. You learned something new today, even if you haven't read A Christmas Carol, which I highly recommend you do. It's a really, really good story. But yeah, a little explanation for why he does that. I guess it's, you know, part of the time period, but it's also, like, it's a way of saying screw off in a more formal manner. What's Spirited? It's a Christmas movie that released this year, featuring Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, and it's really good. Even outside, because here's the thing. Like, Christmas movies are very niche, and I'm not personally a fan of them. I think, I used to love them. Like, Elf, I loved that. I tried watching it again, like, this year, and I couldn't. It wasn't fun anymore, you know? Maybe I'm just growing, like, old and Scrooge-like and very jaded. I mean, I am jaded, but, you know, it's like, Christmas movies to me are very niche, and as is, they're hard to keep my interest. With Spirited, I feel like it's one of those movies that's not just Christmas, because it is a Christmas movie. It's themed around Christmas, but it applies way outside of that. Like, it applies to life. There's a much bigger meaning behind it, you know? And there's a bigger message that it's putting out there. That isn't just about the whole Christmas Carol story of, like, change your ways, do better, live for a better future, and be good to people, you know? It's much more than that. And I like it. I like it. It's not so black and white. There's, like, gray area in between. Also, Archer Wolf, thank you for the $1 and the super chat. I appreciate that a lot. I grew up with a Disney Christmas Carol movie. I never saw that. Is it as dark as people say it is? I heard it was really dark. I don't know if that's true, but I wanted to ask, for those that have seen, like, the animated Disney Christmas Carol, is it dark? Or am I thinking of another Christmas Carol? Also, please stop spamming egg in chat. I'd appreciate that. If you don't, I can just time you out. There's no problem with that. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you anything. What are you talking about? People who don't have to watch Polar Express every year are lucky. Look, I don't have to watch Polar Express because that one kid with the glasses is, like, the biggest meme on the internet. When everyone thinks of, like, a nerd that's kind of, like, obnoxious, they think of that kid. They think of him. Why do people spam? I take it as just, hey, you know, maybe if I say something, you know, my favorite streamer will notice me, or maybe I'll get a reaction out of him. That's what usually you want. But you shouldn't want that. If you're here to vibe and chill, you're here to vibe and chill. I'm not here to babysit, fun fact. So, like I said, the timeout button is so easy to hit. You just hover over the name, 3 dots, put user in timeout. It's not abusive of power, by the way. It's just like, hey, you know, I'm not here to babysit. Why'd I make that motion? I didn't mean to do that. I meant to crack my knuckles. But I was like going for like a clap sort of, you know? But yeah. Either way. How's your week going? Please no. Okay, you know what? Can I just disclose this fully about my feeling of it? Whenever someone says, like, please notice me, or, like, please notice my existence, or, like, I'm so glad that you noticed me, even ironically, like, I physically cringe at that. And it's not to say, you know, you're not valid for wanting the attention of, you know, the streamer or the content creator you watch. And that's completely valid and fine. You may want them to say hi to you. You might want to have a genuine interaction with them, and that's completely fine. But at the same time, when people put that in chat, even to this day, I thought that was something in like 2010 that was left behind, like last decade. Now it's just like, I don't know, whenever I see someone that's like, please notice me, it just, I cringe a bit. I'm sorry, I cringe a little bit. That's all. So just a note of it in the future. Can someone send the link to the Discord? It is in the description of the stream. I don't know if it's updated per se, but it should work, maybe. He's honest. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I'll let you know if something makes me uncomfy or if it doesn't, and that's just the way I am. I try to be very forward. You're not a menace, Bullet. You're fine. I just wanted to let everyone know that. And you shouldn't feel bad, you know. I don't mean to make people feel bad. I just, like, try to acknowledge that sort of thing of, like, okay, you know. I'm just forward about my feeling about it. I mean, if anything, props to you for being very forward about, you know, what you want. I think that's something that's very important. Is to let people know or let people acknowledge your wants and desires or what you're looking for, you know, communicate that. I am one for communication. I love communication. I hate playing the assuming game. I hate playing the whole, I guess it's fine then. You go have fun with your friends. Like I've dealt with that in the past. No, I'm not doing this passive aggressive game. I'm not doing passive aggressive sticky notes in the form of like, yeah, I guess it's okay. Like, no. We're forward with their emotions here. I love how Beta is honest about his feelings. I've seen so many streamers falsify the commenters. I mean, I don't want to trap you guys in a sense of like, oh, this is okay. I mean, you can do what you want. Don't take what I have to say as the lay of the land, you know? It's just more of like an opinion on my end of like, hey, you know, don't really feel comfy with that. That's all, you know? But like outside of that, you can do what you want with other streamers. I don't discourage that. But I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm very personable, if that makes sense. Also, thank you, BetaEtaDelota, for the $5. I have a large bearded dragon under my hoodie, snugging under my shirt. Her name is Boulder, and she's the preciousest beardy baby. Babby, sorry. I love her so much. That is adorable. Low-key, I really want to get a cat. I love... My sister keeps sending me cats near my area that are up for adoption, and I want a cat. But I did check in with my landlord, and apparently cats aren't allowed. So, unfortunate. Honestly, though, one of these days, I want to have a cat. Cats are just genuinely, like, the best company, even though they're gremlins. But I will have to try to figure out an alternative pet or something, like a fish. Or maybe a bearded dragon, like you said. Probably a fish, though. I'll start with a beta fish. And I won't do what my sister did and stick a mirror in front of the beta fish. That is horrible. That is awful. Because apparently beta fish are, what's the word? Aggressive towards other beta fish. And when they see another one, they try to attack it. So when you put a mirror in front of the fish bowl, it'll just try to attack the bowl. And that's just, that is mean. That is not nice. I lost my fursuit paw. What do I do? You're more experienced fursuiter, please. I don't know. What? I'm not your mom. I'm not your caretaker. Retrace your steps? Sorry? I don't know. I have friends with beta fish. They require a lot, actually, which can be said for any fish, really. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty high maintenance if I do think about it now. I'm just high maintenance in general. But still, I guess that's a good thing. I don't know what to talk about or do now. See, that's why I was going to ask all of you about the whole, like, Christmas stream thing and things that we can do or talk about here. Because honestly, I'm stumped on ideas. Besides the whole put on a fursuit thing, Beta. Put on your fursuit. We don't care about the fleshy face. We don't care about you. We want him! Besides that, I don't know. Project Sakai? I think I've heard of it, but it doesn't really pique my interest. Is this Twitch stream? Do you realize what platform you're on right now? Maybe. Maybe it is. Subscribe with Twitch Prime, then. Channel memberships. Click the join button below. You get access to life jacket emotes. You want to stand out and be very life jacket amongst everyone on here? That's a way to do it. You should try and draw Levi? Nah. I don't like drawing. I already tried drawing a little diagram of the little project that I have that I'll be using my 3D printer whenever I get that for. And it did not look good. My drawing did not look good. That's the other thing as well. I'm going to have to find some way to 3D model whatever I'm trying to 3D print to. Which, if anything, the program will be a bit more expensive than the 3D printer, so that'll be fun. Either way, you know what? Worst case, we could just check out to see what's going on YouTube. Some fun stuff, and maybe react to that. I don't know if there's anything. To be fair, though, I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't much going on YouTube today. Because it is the day before Christmas, and also the Friday. So, like, this weekend, people are, like, going to be very busy despite it being a weekend to relax from work. So I can only imagine how this week is for some peeps. So yeah. We could do a reaction to Christmas-themed furries. Christmas-themed furries? I don't think they're real. Christmas-themed furries? I don't think there actually are Christmas-themed furries. I think furries dress up for Christmas-themed stuff, but outside of that, you know, I don't really know. Yeah, I know. A lot of people are busy for this holiday season. Christmas furries aren't real. Every reindeer sheds a tear. No, I don't mean like that. December is different from, like, Christmas season. There aren't really any seasoned Fursonas. I don't mean, like, you know, seasoning the Fursona with, like, salt and pepper. I mean, like, Fursonas based around specific seasons. Like, even werewolves, I wouldn't really count them as, like, Halloween Fursonas or animals. You know? Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Hell yeah. It's exciting. Honestly, for me, most of the day is going to be traveling. So, like, not really that big of a Christmas Eve for me, to be honest. You could look up some Lackadaisy stuff? Nah. Not interested in Lackadaisy. What are you doing for Christmas? Going back home to my folks to visit them and say hi and hang out and be just me or dog or I don't know. I don't really know. Do you like the new Wednesday show? I love it. I only saw the first 2 episodes, though. I haven't been keeping up with it. But I really do love it. I know some people say that it has, like, Riverdale syndrome, with it being so complicated and so over the top for, like, just... my camera's unfocusing again. For such, like, a very layback show that's supposed to be a retake on the Addams Family. I like it. I think it's great. I think it's a great show. I've been really enjoying it. I personally like it because they do orchestral or instrumental covers of songs that I'm very familiar with. Like, example, they did a cover for like the end of the second episode when they were like going into the credits and whatnot. They did a cover of Nothing Else Matters by Metallica, and I was sitting there. I was kind of zooted with friends while we were watching it, and I was sitting there watching. I'm like, I gotta be hallucinating something right now. There is no way that I hear Metallica coming from this show about the Addams Family. And then my friend's just like, isn't this Metallica? I'm like, it is! I'm not crazy! Oh. But yeah, you know, I like the show. I think it's pretty great. I want to watch the rest of it and, you know, see how it goes. Favorite Christmas movie? Just Spirited so far. I don't really have another favorite Christmas movie. I'm not a fan of other Christmas movies in general. I know, no, it's so good. It's funny, though, what I will say is because I've just randomly, like, you know, looked for it online. Obviously, you know, my search and my recommended content on Twitter is relevant to, you know, Wednesday or the Addams Family or whatnot. And every single time, like, I'll pop on Twitter every so often, and I'll see people arguing about it, like, oh, it's a subpar show, like, oh, it's not that deep, and they're just like, people are fighting one another, and the diehard fans are like about to like go at the throats of these people that just don't like it. I'm just like, it's just a show that I enjoy. There's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to die for the show. It's just, honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, you see like either the fans or the anti-fans interacting with it, and both indirectly or directly interacting with each other, and it's just funny. It's so funny. I would die for the show. Fair Nova. Fair point. Oh, A Christmas Story? It's in my opinion, is kind of overrated. It's a classic, but like, I'm kind of sick of it. I don't know, maybe I'm just maybe there are just so many classic Christmas movies that, like, I don't know, maybe there need to be new classics, just in my opinion. Oh man. Also, thank you, Wolf Furry Strike. Thank you for the $4 super chat. I appreciate that. Hi there. I love your fur head. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. We'll talk about this later in the car. I don't know if I'm going to be able to drive over there, Nova. I heard it's icy. It's very icy and cold out. I don't know if I can do that. I listen to Dream Theater. I'm not necessarily a diehard fan of Dream Theater, but I do love John Petrucci's guitar playing. And their pianist is pretty goated as well. And so is the drummer. Actually, that entire band is just pretty goated in general. I'm just a big fan of John Petrucci, though. He goes in. It's -5 here in India. Jeez. Indiana, sorry. If it was -5 in India, there would be a problem. But in Indiana, yeah. Still. Don't raise your voice at me. I'll try not to, Nova. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for raising my voice at you. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh. Anyways, what should we do, chat? I still haven't figured it out. I'm still trying to figure it out for myself. Los Santos? You mean GTA 5? Isn't that Los Santos? Oh, hello. Hi. I'm doing a YouTube stream. What's up?
Want some pizza or wings?
I'm good. I'm full.
Sure?
I'm sure. I promise. I appreciate it, though.
Leave some down
Okay. That was like my roommate offered me food. I mean, I'm still full from Olive Garden. Damn. Koki coming in clutch with all the food. I don't know where he got all that food from, but still. Also, I realized by him opening the door how cold it is in this house compared to inside my room. It could just be the candle. I mean, candle, you know, gives off a lot of warmth and all that. Also, I probably have to do something about this excess liquid inside of it. Just kind of sitting on top of it. Pizza and wings sounds nice. No, I'm a fan of boneless wings, personally. What scent is that? It's Midsummer's Night. Midsummer's Night. Also, maybe I can melt some of the wax on the side of the lid. Or the side of the jar. And that'll empty out some of the liquid from it. Maybe. Oh, it worked. Oh, I really am a genius. Hold on. We're doing something smart here, chat. I'm not playing with the I'm not spilling it. No, that actually fixed it a little bit. See how, like... Can you see it from this angle? Hold on. Okay. So you see how there's liquid on the side of it. Or inside, because, you know, there's melted wax. I didn't spill it on me or anything. But, like, I had it go around the edges here of the rim so that the liquid would just sort of melt, not melt, but cool on the edge so that there would be less liquid and it wouldn't be filled up and wouldn't put out the wick. Put out the fire on the wick. You're giving me anxiety from doing that? Look, I cause anxiety or I'm the one that just exists, excuse me, as it. I'm either the one that causes the anxiety or the one that mediates it, that takes, you know, the brunt of it. Did I say that right? Is it the brunt of the force or is it the blunt? Or is that... I don't know. I don't know words. I'm sorry. I'm usually the cause of anxiety or stress. That's just my life, though. It is a solution. You're right. Brunt is correct. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that I'm using words right. Because I don't know what I'm doing here, okay? I'm just a dog on the internet. That's really it. Also, CG Grizzly, thank you for the $20. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for the donation. It's very generous of you. I always like your Fursona. You do amazing with your streams. I hope we see each other in person someday. If we can make it into a con besides any FurCon. We'll see. I mean, no promises. Hey, how about we don't do an uwu chain? And if you promote spamming uwu in the chat and people end up spamming in the chat, I just time you out. It's a solution too. But thank you, CG Grizzly, for the $20. That means a lot. As for meeting up at a con, we'll see. That just kind of goes with for like everyone in general, though. Like people are like, "Oh, I want to meet you at a con." It's like, we'll see. Just the only thing that I will say is, do not base your convention experience around meeting me. Because then if you come to a con because you want to meet me and you don't end up meeting the person you want to meet, then it's just like, oh, I'm sad now and this was an awful con. You should have a good con outside of that. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully. If not, you know, it is what it is. But I still appreciate the support. It means a lot. But yeah, there you go. I've never been to a furry convention before. Me neither. Me neither. Anyways, let me check some stuff. Oh, I guess we're at the $100 donation point. Does that mean I'm going to be putting on my fursuit now? Should I? Do I have my Under Armour pants or leggings? Because if I don't, then putting on my bodysuit's going to be hard. I mean, I could literally just put on my Kigu and then put on my paws and then put on my head. I didn't necessarily say I put on the full suit. I just put on a fursuit, so I don't know. Because that's the thing. I just realized, oh, crap, I don't have my leggings for... Or not my leggings. My Under Armour for my legs. My pants Under Armour. So, I don't want to sweat in my fursuit. So, you know. How are you doing, Beta? I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I think I'm about to get into fursuit, I think. But I don't have any Under Armour, which is sad. I think... do I have it in my laundry bin downstairs? I'd have to go and check. You didn't say you put this full suit on, but I still, you know, don't want to disappoint. It also doesn't take that long to, you know, put on my full suit. I just need the Under Armour because I don't want to sweat in it. And I also don't have my life jacket. Commando isn't fun in any situation. I mean, it's especially not fun in fursuit because then, you know, you get a bit itchy from the fur and it's like, yeah. How about this? I'll go and check my laundry bin downstairs to see if I ended up washing any. And I'll come back with the Under Armour and then I'll get changed and then I'll put on my fursuit because, you know, that's just what I do here. Also, I should probably put out my candle too so I don't, you know, nothing gets set on fire. So, I knew you'd want to see me put it out on stream, by the way, so that's why I did that. You're welcome. But yeah, I'm going to go and check my laundry bin downstairs. Won't take more than, like 5 minutes, not even. Y'all entertain yourselves. I'm going to run an ad, because why not? And, yeah, go and pay attention and show love to support to Levi. I'll leave him right here. He'll just chill with you. But yeah, I'll be right back. Under Armour. Let's do it. Let's do it. See, what did I tell you? Took like no time at all. Wow. No, seriously, it took like no time for me to come back and, yeah. But yeah, got my Under Armour. All I gotta do is put it on. But I'll have to stand off stream to do that too, so gotta keep it in mind. No ad for me for some reason. I mean, I think if you have YouTube Premium, it ignores ads. I can't remember. I like your hoodie. Thank you, Nova. I like my hoodie, too. I look good in purple pastel colors and all that jazz. I think. Also, let me cover up the thing of Yankee Candle and put it to the side. So it's out of the way. No worries. And, yeah, now let's get into fursuit. All right. I gotta grab... Oh, jeez, there's so much stuff here. Oh, man, oh, jeez. Oh, man, oh, jeez. Oh, man. How much was that Under Armour? I think it was like $40 for the whole thing. Maybe $50 for the balaclava, the shirt, and then the leggings. So, either way, let's use that. Thigh pieces, tail with belt. I got an actual belt this time. Ever since the last stream where I was in fursuit, I didn't have a belt, but now I do. And it works. Paws, you know, I'll use these. Look, you get a good view of the goods. Here are the goods. Enjoy the goods. Look how shiny they are. Look at how high quality they are. Only the best quality for the best shep. I also don't have eyebrows this time, so keep that in mind. But either way, that goes down there. Change off to the side. Yeah, I'll be right back. I mean, I'm just going off out of camera view too, so no, you don't see me as I strip, which there really isn't anything to strip off. It's just my shirt and my hoodie, and my pants. And then all I gotta do is get on my my Under Armour, and then we're pretty much good. Thank God I'm out of camera view so you don't see this. Eat the beans? No. Those are not beans. Those aren't the beans that you should be eating. Oh, it smells so good in here. See, this is why I haven't had a candle in my room before. Because I remember when I was like, you know, in my last apartment, and ever since I was in college, they were just like, no candles in your dorms. So, wasn't able to get a candle or anything in my room, or have it smell nice. This is the first time in a while where it does smell nice. It's like, you know what? I like it. Who knew that it could smell good? Besides, you know, the stank of fully grown adult man-child on the internet. Which way is the front way for this? This way. Perfect. I guess, you know, this makes a good special Christmas stream for me getting in fursuit. Alright, let's get it off the wall. We get into the thick bodysuit. Look at this carcass. Look at him. Carcass of a dog man. I don't know what to talk about while I'm here. Hopefully y'all are just entertaining one another. Perfect. Hi, how are you? Man boob. Alright, where's my tail? There we go. Ah! My thigh padding. Not yet. Not yet. I feel like I should have had one of you guys time me for, like, how long it's going to take me to get in fursuit. Because, honestly, there's, like, some myth of, like, oh, you got to take, like, 30 minutes to an hour to get in fursuit. And some people, you need that. Some people, they need that time with the bells and whistles and stuff that goes into fursuiting. I don't. Which makes me lucky enough, you know? But I should have still just, like, had one of you time it, because I've never, ever had this timed before. Also, my thigh padding. Gotta show you me putting on the thighs. Which one is this? Right. Ugh. Time for me to be the thick thigh dog. Whatever that means. There we go. These look even, right? They don't feel even. But if they look it, I can't complain. If you could, would you commission a Beta, the Australian Shepherd fursuit? If you mean that as in, you know, the entire fursuit is paid off for me, as in someone pays for it for me, because it's going to be expensive as hell with all, like, the markings and spots and everything. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to having a fursuit like that taken care of for me, but, you know. There we go. I'm all good. I look good. I feel good. I feel good that I look good. Let me just tell you. How much was Levi? Good question. Not going to answer that. Just because. Also, look, I brushed my fursuit. My happy trail's all brushed and fluffy. So much fluff. Alright. I think paws go on next. Yeah, pretty much. Paw time. Which one is this? This one's left. I got it right. How hard is the maintenance? Not that bad. It really isn't bad maintaining this fursuit. You just gotta have the right supplies. Oh my god. He was on the floor. Luckily, there wasn't anything on the floor, so we're good. Failure. But yeah, there really isn't much when it comes to maintenance. The only thing that I will say is that it takes time to get into the routine of it. Like at a convention, like, you're not gonna want to like hang up your fursuit after a long suiting session. You're gonna wanna go and shower and then take care of it after the shower. No. If you get into the routine of taking care of your fursuit before anything else after a suiting session, you'll be so much better off for it. And it's a lot easier than it may seem. But yeah. Now I'm pawed up. The goods. Have I lost weight? This suit feels like... feels loose on me, you know? I mean, granted, it's not supposed to be, like, form-fit or anything, but, like, this feels very loose. It could just be because of the belt, you know, it's pushing in a bit of my man fat. But, you know, I guess maybe I have. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I said, like, what do you think I do for most of my days? I sit here and I work on videos that still perform 10 out of 10 on YouTube. Because I'm awful at marketing them and no one watches those videos that I don't market well. But point being, I don't really do much, you know? I don't really sit here or like go on exercise. I usually sit here and work, so I don't know. Either way, balaclava time, and then dog fursuit time. Actually, we could totally extend the whole donation goal thing of like, if we hit the next tier in the donation goal, then I could dig out the life jacket from my suitcase, because I still haven't unpacked from MFF yet. And wear that over my fursuit, which will make me very warm. Actually, let me turn on my fan. You won't be able to hear it. It'll just be a very minor breeze. Oh, look at that. You barely hear it. We're all good. Ugh. Anyways, time to get the rest of this dog suit on. Box fan, I know. The best kind of fan. Well, maybe not the best for ventilation that I might need, but, you know, still does the job. Ugh. There we go. Now I just need my paws, and I'm all set. Bork, bork, bork. I think these sleeves are slightly short, but you know what? It's still gonna work out. The good thing about these paws compared to my last fursuit is, like, they're super easy to get on by myself. So minus it looking a bit off with the sleeves, I look like a dog. Boy. I do look a lot skinnier. Maybe the camera does that. I don't know. But either way, I'm a dog now. Alright, what's up with you, chat? What's going on? I haven't paid much attention to anything going on with, like, the notifications, the events, or anything, so I'm just kind of here. And I'm hot already. I only just got into suit. Don't you love that? Anyone else been there at conventions or just in general when you're like, I'm going to get in suit. This is going to be great. And then you get in suit, and then you're hot immediately and you're sweating. That's me. That's me every single time. I look gorgeous, though. Head to torso ratio makes you look skinnier. Maybe the head size is a lot more than maybe the camera adds like a bigger head size with it, because the head really isn't that big. I mean, at least not compared to my Morpholess head. So you know. Are you going to commission a dancing Levi for streams? If I had money, I'd do that. When it comes to revenue and all that, it always goes to like essentials and content that comes next. Other stuff, like extra stuff that I get from streams or YouTube or anything, goes straight into the content. Or extra stuff that I can add on to make it better. And now I'm just here, being a dog, and that's it. I don't even think you can hear the background music. Of course, I don't even remember. Did I put some on? I did put some on, but I don't think I have it up that much. I'll turn it up a little smidge. Just a smidge. Yeah, I'm in fursuit. What do you do now? What am I supposed to do? Just a dog with thick thighs and paws. I don't have thumbs. Just kidding. Haha. Yeah, candle was blown out. You don't have to worry about it. I put out the candles, so nothing will set on fire. What got you into Digimon? Tumblr. Tumblr, of course. The amount of judgment I get if someone saw this on my screen. Honestly, you could just, like, play this off. You could play this off so easily, where you could be like, oh, no, this is just a cringy furry stream I was just checking out. It's so dumb. You could play it off so easily. I can imagine how many different ways you could think of it. The possibilities are endless for playing it off. Or in this case, lying, I guess. I don't know. Blue Harbor siblings win. And to be fair, I wouldn't exclude them from potentially a fursuit maker in the future. Wouldn't be opposed to it. I do like how their fursuits have turned out, though. They do a lot of very, very beautiful dogs. So you know what? It could work. Good work. I don't know. I don't know if they'll do an Aussie Shep in the future, or how they'd be able to do one, but you know what? Maybe they'd be able to get my vibe right. It's been a while. I don't watch any of your streams, and I don't remember it being this chill. Look, I try... That's what I like. I like hearing that my streams are, like, chill. I don't like doing this high maintenance, like, constant hype beast stuff. Granted, there's nothing wrong with it. I can't do what I used to anymore. It gets really old and really tiring. That's why I'm just here to chill and just be a relaxed dog on the internet. And just chill and hang out with you. And pet myself, because it feels nice to pet myself. This is very, very nice. Feels nice to pet myself. Is that why dogs, like, lick or scratch themselves because they like petting themselves? Or is it because there's actually an itch? Which there is an itch inside my mouth. Ah. There we go. We're good. I don't
know. What am I supposed to do in fursuit for a fursuit stream? To be fair, how many other fursuit streams really are there on the internet? Or is that just a thing that's kind of died off? You have people randomly show up in fursuit, but what are you supposed to do? The only thing I ever see is people being like, Beta, do this, do a backflip that, do this thing. And I'm like tempted to say, ooh, I'll do it for $5, you know? But like, I don't know how far that would be. I thought the Furality was coming up like earlier this December. Or did they move back the date to like be later this year or next year? Is that what they did? What did they end up doing with that? I didn't know when the next Furality was. I know it's around this time of year, but I kind of thought I missed it. I didn't see much advertisement for it though, so. Oh, February? Oh, that's a perfect time. God, kudos to them for like scheduling a lot of these events at points where it's just very empty and very easy to schedule them. Like, it kind of sucks because you have like, next year you have FC, which I'm going to, and then the week after that you got Anthro New England. I don't know how I'm doing that, but I'm gonna manage it somehow. And that'll be the entirety of January for me, and then February I'm not gonna want to do much. So like, good timing with Furality being sometime in February. It is pretty good. Still need to replace a base station for my index. Hopefully I'll get it done in time. I got a couple of miles to do. Hell yeah! That's exciting. Do stand-up comedy? Oh, that requires me to stand up. Oh. How about this? I'll put my legs up. It's not really comedic, but you get to see, you know, my thick thighs just kind of chilling here. I can't read chat, though, so... See, that's the one selling point of this suit. My thick thighs. I'm super thick. You can't get past all this thickness. I look and feel great. But yeah, now I'm just kind of chilling. Now I'm sleepy. Oh, you've only been streaming for just under 2 hours, too. We haven't really done too much. I told the story of what I did this Christmas, and that's really it. What am I wanting for Christmas? I would like one of those big inflatable ball suits, but one that fits me. You know, like the one that I was in for one of my videos, the blueberry suit. I want to try one that actually fits me, because apparently the one that I was in was for someone that was taller than me, and I'm like 5'10", so I don't know. But still, I would like to potentially get one that might be around my size, but I don't know if Santa delivers any of those. Also, they're expensive, so unfortunately not going to get that for Christmas, as much as I would like to. But I guess maybe the other thing I might want is like a 3D printer, so I could actually print stuff and finagle around with stuff. Also, please no talking about age in chat. It's just not appropriate to be talking about that stuff on the internet, just in general. Disclosing that. But yeah, I think that should just be part of rules in general. Just don't... Or I guess like a natural rule of land. Just don't talk about your age. Unless it's applicable to something that like... I don't know, where it gives context for what you're talking about. But just in general, do not mention age. 3D printing is interesting. I used to do it a bit back in college, but that was for a course, so I haven't had time to like screw around with it. I haven't even done research on what kind of 3D printer to get. I guess I'd get like some sort of like basic setup one that I can just like throw an SD card into with my my file and have it print that. Which I think you need like, if I remember, you need like 2 to 3 different programs to set it up. So you need like the CAD model. Then you need another program to be able to simulate what it would be like to 3D print it, because it can't just print the model as is. You know, it's got to do it in a certain pathing. So Setting that up will be, like, tricky, but after that, I'll hopefully have it figured it out. I think people have made 3D printed fursuits. I think Waggery does 3D printed head bases. Cura software is a go-to? Oh. Huh. I don't remember ever using that back in college. Because I did take an intro to CAD course, and granted, you know, I didn't get an A in it. Even though it was an easy A course, I still, you know, I still had fun. Still learned a lot. I just got to go back over my notes. That's why I kept all my notes from school. Just as much as I might not, like, remember it so easily, I have my notes to go back and be like, oh yeah, I remember this and this and this. It's just like, I guess more of, like, most of these degrees is just to, like, prove that you can do it and you can get through it, you know? Like, that you can learn this. That's sort of the point of it. And it's supposed to prove that not only you have that expertise in whatever you're doing, but, like, when it comes to very general engineering stuff, like, just proving that you know how to do it and that you can learn it. Because, like, that's the thing. When they hire you, I guess, like, my mentality of it would be, like, they want to hire you, but they also don't want to spend years trying to, like, teach you how to, like, do this or that, or, like, you know, when you're doing training, they don't want it to be more time than it needs to be to train you to do your job. They want you to do your job. At least that's my understanding of it, maybe. I'm probably wrong, because I haven't had a job since my internship back in college, which was a disappointment, but, you know. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about anymore. Everyone in chat is having some other conversation separate from what I'm doing. Any cubic printers are great also. Interesting. I don't know, I've only ever seen, like, the open space ones with just, like, the flat top. Like, meanwhile, my friend Zilch, he ended up getting, like, a huge new 3D printer with, like, a casing and everything. It looks great, but it looks like something I wouldn't ever be able to afford or know what to do. And apparently it can 3D print relatively fast, too, so I don't know. But yeah. Also, thank you, Soup, for just Soup? Is that a picture of a pool? Or is that Soup? What is that? I can barely see that in Soup. That's my problem. I can't see too much from, like, a long distance. My peripheral vision is very narrow nowadays. Like, it's really just that. Can't see anything past that. So it's just like, is that Soup or is that a bowl of water? I mean, technically a bowl of water is Soup. Okay, listen, that's not the point that I'm making. Why is your icon's just like a pool? It looks like it. That is a picture of Soup. It looks like blue soup. So I assume it's water or pool water. I don't know. Either way, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Kira takes the CAD file and changes it into a G-code file, which is basically instructions to the 3D printer. Also loving the stream. Well, thank you. Because, see, here's the thing. If I remember, you have to manually add in the directions for the G-code for the 3D printer to basically print what you're looking for. So you have to simulate it in the program, and that program creates this, like, file that tells the 3D printer what to do. You just have to go in and make sure it doesn't blow up, right? If I remember correctly, because, like, setting up the G-code, I remember was, like, a bit of a situation with it. Also, there was, like, an efficient way to 3D print compared to, like, an inefficient way. Keep in mind. Like, to save money or, like, energy, or, like, keep it from jamming or something from happening. I can't remember. But still, right now, I'm not going to be 3D printing anything complicated. It's just going to be a little disc. You know, for the thing for my fursuit eye patch thing that I mentioned in a previous Twitch stream. I'm going to be 3D printing one of those bases, so it'll work fine. Also, thank you, Dilshiba, for the £2. I appreciate that. Also, I recognize that those are pounds, because it looks like an L. See, I remembered from the last stream. The E, or the 3, is supposed to represent euro. The L is supposed to represent pounds. But thank you for the £2. I appreciate that. Who is your favorite furry artist currently? I'd love to commission something from Wayward Mud, but I don't have the money for that. They are my favorite artists currently. Would love to commission them. Sorry for your loss, but can you please stop repeating? True, and I will just say that, you know, I'm very sorry to hear about your loss, and I'm very happy to hear, you know, that things are going well here and that I'm helping you a little bit. But at the same time, when you spam it, it kind of comes across as being a bit, I don't know, attention-seeking. Of course, I'm not claiming that you are. Again, I'm very sorry for your loss. And I'm glad that, you know, this can help you a bit. But just please refrain from spamming it. I believe Zilch has the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon, which I believe is $1,400. $1,400? Yeah, I can't afford that. Oh, man. See, that's the thing. Things are, like, so expensive. That's why I don't want, like, a 3D printer that's super, super expensive. Or at least if I were to get one, you know, it would be relatively cheap. You could show us the badges in the background. Nah. I mean, they're just kind of badges that have gotten through the cons on the wall. There's nothing really show with them. Also, I'm in fursuit, so I can't really do that at the moment. What's the music? I don't even know what's playing. I just have whatever's on Spotify. I don't have anything in my ear telling me of, like, whatever music is playing or, like, whatever I'm hearing from the screen. So, you know. Also, yes, this is an English-only chat, please. Sorry, I'm just being weird being a dog. It's kind of weird, though. As soon as I get in fursuit, I start talking about, like, engineering stuff. And I feel like that's uncanny for a lot of you. You expect me to sit here and be like, ooh, woo, I'm adorable, I'm a dog, bark, and all that. And you're just hearing, like, all this engineering stuff coming out of my mouth. And I'm talking about all the stuff that you might not even know about. Bing chilling? Well, that's different. That's a meme. And that's a funny meme. I love Bing chilling. Also, damn, someone told you not to do a thing, and you do it anyways. Isn't that great how that works? Isn't that amazing how that works? When a mod tells you don't do a thing, and you keep doing a thing. Wow. Wow. Literally, it's like the whole fuck around and find out thing. Remember that? Remember, you ever see that video of the guy who's like, see, the more you F around, the more you're gonna find out. I love that. That's a pretty good example of what happens here. Angry pupper? I'm not really angry. I'm just like I said, you know, rules are there for a reason. If a mod tells you to do something and you don't do it, and you continue to do a thing that's we don't want you to do, you owe me nothing, I owe you nothing, and we go in separate ways. Have you seen that phrase being related to alligators? What word? Oh, fuck around and find out. You know what? That makes sense. I think I timed them out. I mean, it's hard for me to do that with my paws and like, move my mouse around and click it while in fursuit. So, like, a bit hard. So I think I timed them out? I don't know. It's hard for me to do that stuff. Oh, yeah, I love that meme, Thomas. It's so good. It's so accurate. F around and find out. It's very applicable to today. It's been applicable in all of life. It's just more applicable today than anything. Does Levi have goggles on his head on some of the Levi stickers? He does. I still need to get some adventure goggles, like actual goggles to put on my fursuit. Which that might be something to ask for Christmas, you know? Some adventure goggles. I don't know where I'd be able to find them. But you know, it'd be very fitting if I could get some adventure goggles. They look great. But yeah, eventually I should get some adventure goggles. I think in time I would get more fursuit stuff. I'm more so like, when it comes to getting fursuit stuff, because you got to keep this in mind when you're getting a fursuit too, you're not only going to be spending money on the fursuit itself, but a lot of the supplies and the upkeep stuff and the maintenance stuff. I'm still at that point where I'm trying to figure out the maintenance stuff that I need before I get any more of like the cosmetics or extra things that I might need. So, you know, I'm just like being wary of that, of like, okay, you know, I want the adventure goggles, but at the same time, you know, one of those fans would be nice, or like some more fursuit spray would be nice, or some extra Under Armour would be nice, or something else that'll make things easier will be nice. You know, you'll get to the point where things will work well for the fursuit, but you know, you just want to make sure to manage it first. But yeah. Also, if someone around you is dying, please get off the stream and call 911. I don't know why you're asking chat to have you call it. And if you're doing this for attention, that is very, yikes. So I'd say leave the stream and go and call and do that. If you can type if you can type it, then you should be able to call it. So go do that. I don't see why people hate furries so much. We just chillin'. People hate what they don't understand. I mean, that's pretty much it. There's a lot that has to do with it. Like, I don't know, most of it is just like, it's kind of ironic and funny. Like, I have a video coming out soon that I'm going to be going over about like the reality of furry haters, cuz like it's kind of funny. Like, furry haters like are so dedicated to like looking for furry content and like trying to berate them or spam all these different slurs and insults at them. Meanwhile, they're just getting recommended this content more and more and more. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it's just so ironic. And it's kind of funny, even more so funny, because like there's potentiality that they could become furries. You ever think about that? A furry hater can become a furry? I feel like it's more common than you think. I feel like it's much, much more common. I mean, it happened for me. I was like a furry hater and became a furry. But like, I feel like it's just either a slippery slope or some potential pipeline for it. You know? Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of furries are ex-furry haters. Because you just get so enthralled in the community, either as, like, you're recommended it, or something else, like, happens where you just keep seeing all this content, or something piques your interest, and all it takes is that one little interest. That one little interest. Which will lead me on to my main point in the video that I will say is, like, furry haters, I feel like, don't actually hate furries to begin with, and most of the time, the reason why they do it is peer pressure. A need to conform, a desire to conform and feel, you know, wanted and welcome and fitting in with the rest of their friends. That's what I'm saying. Haters become furries. And it's not to say all of them become furries. It's just like, you know what? Some do. Some may have that initial interest or that fascination. Or some might just be okay with furries being furries. I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. They don't have a reason. Meanwhile, it's not to say that there are people out there that hate furries for valid reasons, because there are valid reasons to dislike furries. Every community has its problems. There are people that just might not be comfortable with furries. whether it's like a phobia of the fursuits or mascot costumes, and that's completely valid. But it's also to say that just like, at least by the normalized idea of furry haters nowadays, it's a lot more shallow and there's not much of a reason behind it. I don't know. It's just funny to see sometimes. I'll sometimes have people that like used to watch me and they were just like, oh, Beta, you're cringe, you're a furry. And then they'll come back years later and be like, hey, I'm a furry again now. Thanks for making me a furry. I'm like, so what'd it take? What happened? It's been 3 years. What was the thing that caused you to get to where you are now? That's what I thought. It's just funny to see. I don't know. Also, really quick, because I'm also feeling a bit toasty, I'm just going to take my head off. My head's feeling kind of warm. I'll keep the rest of my bodysuit on, so, you know, you can enjoy technically part of the fursuit. How long did I last in fursuit? Like, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, not even? Who cares? But yeah, I'll keep the bodysuit on. How about that? I'll keep the bodysuit on, so you get a little bit more of the fursuit. And I'm going to be honest. Little hot take for me personally here. This might be a hot take. I don't know if this is a hot take. I feel like it's more my opinion on it. I feel like I look really good when I have the bodysuit on without the head. You know how some people, like, they'll have, like, their fursuit head off and just the body on? And sometimes that's a look. I feel like this is a look. I feel like I look good this way, somewhat. I don't know. I remember taking a selfie back when I first got this suit and put them on. And, like, I took a picture, like, with me without the head on. And I'm like, whoa, this looks good. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing. What are some good makers? I don't know. There's some website or list on Twitter to find that. Yeah, I know Levi's brain is showing. The brains behind it all. Me, the flesh Sona. Is wearing a fursuit head like wearing a racing helmet? Not really. It's very soft. I mean, it's warm, but it's soft. Finally, a face reveal. I know. Finally, we get to see what Beta looks like. Where's my million viewers? Dream got it. Dream had so many people watching his face reveal. What about me? Where's my money? People paying me to see my face. Also, I can't cross my legs. You know how sometimes you put one leg over the other? Hard for me to do that with these thick thighs. Like, my thighs just barely fit underneath my desk. Kind of funny. Okay, you're still going on about this weird thing. I'm just gonna... Yeah, bye. I don't want to deal with it. You figure it out. Who knew that hiding people from the channel made things so much easier? Is a fursuit heavy to walk around in? Sometimes. Depends on the suit. Depends on how heavy it is. Anyways. So, what I should probably do, if I'm going to do, like, the whole funding or, like, try to figure out, funds for a 3D printer is figure out what 3D printer I want. And specifically, what I'll need for the programs or the applications to be able to use them without breaking anything. I also got to figure out the space for it, too. But yeah, eventually I will. Are you gay? Maybe. Good question, though. Could just check to see what's going on Twitter. That is a good solution. That is a good solution for some content. Content is always a flowing on Twitter. Because there's always problems on Twitter. You know? Always.
Also, what am I doing? I could totally put my earbuds in now that I have my fursuit head off. Ooh, the music in the back is just very subtle. I like it. I like it. Twitter is the cesspit of furry drama, correct. But at the same time, it is content. I mean, that's... To be fair, whenever there's furry drama is the easiest way for me to keep a roof over my head. It is an easy way for me to pay off my rent. It's kind of sad that that's the reality of it sometimes, you know? Like, sometimes I think, you know what? I should probably do, like, a furry meme review video, or a Fursona review video, or talking about this furry drama video, because realistically, it helps me pay my rent. I hate that that is the reality of it, but that is kind of part of the job. Maybe that's a goal for next year, even though I'm kind of at the same point I am this year. To get to a point where I don't have to do those videos in order to just live and survive, you know? Maybe that requires either growing stream, or like growing viewership on the stream, or like making content that's enjoyable. I think that's sort of one of the big issues that I've had for a while. But I don't know. I'm still not over the view count update on Twitter. I hate it. It's throwing me off, and I hate it. It's too much going on the screen. I feel like the retweets and like count was just, it was fine. The same thing with the replies, it was fine. There's too many numbers going on the screen. I hate it. I think the new view count for tweets is there's, like, you can already check the analytics of the tweet, the impressions. Why add in a view count that's very obvious there? So, like, I don't know. It's just dumb. I think it's unnecessary. I don't feel a need for it. Personally. Huh. Bait the anti-furries because it's funny? I mean, it is funny. I feel like I already do that as is by existing on YouTube Shorts. Because I do upload YouTube Shorts of, I don't know, just videos that I do, or like meme reviews, and for some reason those end up getting the most furry haters. I don't know. Maybe just a lot of children thrive on YouTube Shorts, or their attention spans are so short, or the recent Call of Duty sucks that they got to be on YouTube Shorts instead of TikTok. But either way, I don't know. I feel like I've become a magnet for like anti-furries, specifically just on YouTube Shorts, which is just funny. It's funny. Shorts get more attention than normal videos. I hate that that's the reality of it. I really do. I mean, if I was getting paid more for YouTube Shorts, I'd go all in on it, but I get paid nothing for that. See, I think that's what I've realized. If I could just do this without any worry of revenue, I'd do... Oh, there's so much I would do differently. So much. Also, shout out to whoever just tweeted at me saying that they were going to check... That I was going to check Twitter. They're on my stream. So I thought I'd tweet at you, so here I am. Oh, man. That's funny. You have a TikTok? Yeah, every link to every social media platform I have is on my link tree. It's on, it's in my description. Twitter, Twitch, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, everything's there. Everything that you need is there. I kind of emphasize that, you know? Like, hey, everything's there. It's there to be there. What happened to Maverick? Not really feeling like expressing him as a character, so it's just Levi now. I think I've done multiple videos talking about it, too. Y'all mods gonna ban me if I continue like this? Maybe. Like I said, the more you F around, the more in turn you're gonna find out. It's a chart, but it's reversed. You know. So keep that in mind. It's very, very easy. It's a simple chart. Diagram. But yeah. I'm not really sure what to do now. Maybe honestly, it might be a good point to wrap up stream. I don't know. It's been a good Christmas stream. I mean, we haven't done much, but that's okay. We don't have to do anything. Are we gonna play games? Nah. That's on Twitch. That's on Twitch that we do that. No, you are not taking my persona. That is not how that works. Like, at all. I'm not selling my character. That's... No. No. Have you ever thought about making your own species with your iconic life jacket involved? You know, maybe. To be fair, I could see that as a big moneymaker.
Merry Christmas.
Putting a paywall or some sort of a rule. Actually, not a paywall right now. Maybe potentially turn it into a paywall. But, like, putting a rule wall behind, like, a Fursona species that I might create. That would be kind of funny. I wouldn't do that for the sake of, oh, you know, it could lead to this. But, you know, I kind of want to see it to see what would happen. So maybe that might be something for the future. I created my own Fursona species that you can never have. Perfect video title. Actually, probably not. Who am I kidding? I've been told by one of my editing friends, who does a lot of, like, YouTube marketing and whatnot, like, that I'm apparently really bad at marketing my videos. Like, title and thumbnail. I don't know. I don't have the money to spend, like $20 or so on a thumbnail. Which, actually, you know, that doesn't sound that expensive. Actually, why don't I do that? Spending $20 on, like, a high-quality thumbnail, that sounds genius. But also finding someone who can do it is kind of hard. So, if you're a GFX artist or, like, an artist and can do a thumbnail for, like, 20 bucks per thumbnail, hit me up. I'm looking for someone. But yeah, that's a fun little thing. I have friends that have been trying to help me with YouTube stuff, so that's fun. Also, thank you, Swingseat, for the $25 donation, Bean. I appreciate that. Sorry I didn't see that. I'm so used to looking at the YouTube chat here. But thank you for the $25. Merry Christmas. Now put on the head. I just put on the head. I'm taking a bit of a break. I can put it on in a bit, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. You cannot really sell a Fursona if it's the OC that strongly represents yourself. Yeah. I mean, Maverick doesn't represent me, but he's still mine. He's still my character that people identify as me, so I can't really sell it. I have Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce, and I wanted to try. That's good for you. Don't remember asking, but good for you. That sounds kind of shitty. Sorry. But yeah, good for you. See, that's what, you know, I think I've just realized. Like, a good 50-50 of, like, what the YouTube chat is like, or YouTube comments. YouTube comments or the YouTube chat is the equivalent of that random Discord DM you get from someone that's, like, really weird and just starts talking about something about them and you've never interacted with them before. I think if you can just assess that half of, like, the YouTube chat is that way, or, like, YouTube comments is that way. Like, people will just talk about whatever. Has nothing to do with anything that you're doing there. Then you'll come to some level of tranquility. That's what I've realized. Have you seen Furry's The Natural World video? Nah. But yeah. Anyways. I don't know, I guess, what are you guys doing for Christmas? What are some fun things that you're doing? What are you hoping to get for Christmas? Maybe that's the one thing you're doing for Christmas. Whatever you're getting. You know, so I don't know. You're not wrong, Beta, but due to the changes you're doing, Maverick might disappear into the abyss and think either your own version of your Sona or Levi are the newer. I mean, that's fine. At least for me, I feel more in control with Levi, and I don't feel like he's controlled by any of you. He's my own character, and that's it. And more so, my channel is just kind of me. It's less of like the fursuit or the mascot or anything. It's just me, if that makes any sense. I feel like I've moved kind of past the mascots and more into just like, here I am territory. Going to Burger King is already a gift from me. Oh, God. Burger King isn't great. But hey, you know, I don't judge you if you enjoy it. Celebrating with fam. That's pretty much what most of you are probably doing, right? Celebrating with friends, family, all that. Where did you get the eggplant sticker? It's just a badge. Kyle's mom got it for me back at Anthro, Ohio 2019 or something. Yeah. She's just like, you want it? I'm like, sure. And she just got it for me. I'm like, okay, thanks. It's kind of weird that a mother figure is buying this eggplant emoji for me. From an artist who I've commissioned for some saucy stuff. So I don't know. My family just sets the tree on fire after presents. That sounds like a fun tradition. I mean, I don't think there's any... Unless you have, like, a backyard and you call the fire department and just be like, hey, you're doing a bonfire. I feel like there's no other way to do that or, you know, set your tree on fire. But if you do it in the safest way, that sounds like a fun tradition. After Christmas is done, it's done. But at the same time, I would like the tree for the night after Christmas or something, you know? I think my mom is getting me a Switch. Good. I mean, his Switches are pretty cool. Nintendo Switch, in my opinion, is probably the most versatile console out there. I mean, just look at what they're doing. They're trying to throw every game that's existed onto it, which I can't say I blame them. It's a good strategy. You resell the game years later at the same price you sold it for, if not more, at launch. That's an amazing strategy, but it can only work so far. There is a Steam Deck, too. You are right. I'm still on the side of Nintendo Switch, though, personally. Nintendo Switch, good. Nintendo Switch, good. PS2 is apparently retro. I hate thinking about that. I grew up with it. I'm not that old. I'm turning 25 on January 3rd. I think like a week from now. When is January 3rd? Almost 2 weeks. So like a week and a half. I turned 25 in a week and a half. I'm going to be in my mid-20s. I'm not that old. Why is it called a retro console? Please do not consider the PlayStation 2 a retro gaming console. Please. Speaking of birthday, I don't think I mentioned this because I still have to plan it sometime next week, but I'm thinking about during my birthday doing a subathon, like a birthday subathon on Twitch and having it cap out and then like picking up the stream the next day or like rerunning an old stream and then going into a new stream the next day when I wake up. Thinking about doing that. I don't know if that'd be something you guys would want to see and or support, but yeah, I'm thinking about doing a subathon on Twitch for my birthday. You know, going into the adpocalypse year or month that is January. It would help a little bit. Yeah, subathon on Twitch. Might do that. Or like every sub or gifted sub adds time to the clock where I'll be streaming. But that means I got to figure out what we're doing for that time, because I cannot be sitting here talking for all that time like I am now. I've learned that very quickly. I have a limit of being able to talk and interact and just be social. And doing a stream for more than 4 hours of just me talking is very, very hard as is. So I gotta pace it with some other stuff. I'm not a millennial? No, I'm Gen Z. Ever played the Jack series on PS2? No. What do you think about Skulldog and Dino Masks? I don't care. Live your best life. I don't have an opinion on it because I don't have one or care to have one. They're fine. It's fine. Pretty much any opinion on anything that's, like, kind of weird to ask a question of thoughts on this thing that's perfectly fine and has no problems in society, in the world. It's fine. This, like, my opinion on it is not going to change the flow of the universe. But yeah. Also, I saw you asking that question like 5 times prior, so that's why I'm answering it in this sort of aggravated tone. So, yeah. Designing Fursonas is hard. It is, but at the same time, you know, I think the tricky part is sticking with one design that you like, that you're not worried about changing or feeling uncertain about. It's hard finding that character that speaks to you as you know? I don't know why I went Italian for that, you know? But yeah. It just comes down to going with what you are, what you're comfortable with, you know? And that's hard. It may take time, it may take revisions, but that's a part of it. I mean, if you think about it in some sense, you may never be happy with how your Fursona turns out, and that might be a reality you have to accept. Not in a condescending tone, but just in a, accepting of reality way, you know? Any wisdom for the younger generation? Hit the subscribe button, click that little bell right next to it, and leave a like on this stream. There you go. I'd say that's pretty good wisdom for the next generation. Also, watch my recent video where I go over Fursuit Friday stuff, which apparently flopped very hard, and I don't know why. It was a good video. I don't know what happened. Could also just be the day before Christmas. Subscribe and like this stream. That was a shameless advertisement. It was very suave. I will be honest. It was very fitting and very suave for me to do it. It was a very smooth transition. Because to be fair, anything applies to that question. Any wisdom for the next generation. It could apply to anything. I could say if your poop is green, you should go and see a doctor. And that would be valid wisdom or advice. So you know what? I might as well get something from it. Leave a like on this stream. Let's get 400 likes, subscribe, and hit that bell. Also, have you heard of Twitch Prime? It's valid advice. Hey, look at that. We hit 400 likes. Look, it works. The wisdom is very applicable. I was mainly kidding, but at the same time, you know, thank you for the support. It means a lot. Now, you lost me at Twitch Prime. Look, Twitch Prime's good. It's free money to your favorite content creator. That's why I advertise it. But yeah. What to do now? What to do now? What do the cool kids do that I could do? I think that's the thing that's unique about me. I don't think most of you really care what I end up doing. You just like watching me do whatever and existing. And I appreciate that. That means a lot. I guess that just means I have to figure out what we're doing. I could hear a landline phone in the stream's background audio. Wait, is my mic doing the thing again? Hold on. Is it? Is it doing that thing again? Or is it just the fan? Now I'm curious, because the box fan that's blowing right now isn't doing anything, so I could just see. My mic shouldn't be doing what it's doing before because it was literally just the cable. And I replaced it. Oh, no. It's fine. Nothing's going on. It was just the fan in the back. Yeah, it's just the fan. Ugh. I will legit pay money to see Levi get sturdy. What does that mean? Does that mean what I think it means? I hope it's not. I mean, my thighs are sort of sturdy, I guess. I don't know. Also, thank you, Christopher Morris. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Hope you have a happy holidays. Well, thank you. Thank you for the support. It means a lot. They make edible candles? I mean, yeah. I think they make edible candles for dishes, too. It's a dance? Oh, I've never heard of the sturdy dance. I've heard of the gritty. I can do the gritty. But that's not like, that's not the sturdy. I was thinking something else, jeez. You could use Dolly to try and make a Fursona starter pack? Nah. That's the whole thing with AI art. I mean, AI art was kind of cool for a little bit when it was just supposed to be funny little stuff. Now that AI art is kind of like taking other people's arts and making its own thing, like... That's a weird face that I just made. It's like, it's not great. It's not great. I don't condone it. AI art is kind of dumb. Because you got to think about it. Art is supposed to be a form of self-expression, and these people putting together AI art aren't looking to self-express. They're looking for a product. They're looking for something to sell, something to gain, you know? That's just how, like, AI art kind of functions. Like, if you look at AI art in the same lens that you look at, like, Crypto Bros, then it becomes a whole lot clearer what the intention of AI art is supposed to be. Looking for an easier product. Because art realistically is a form of self-expression. Regardless of, you know, if a commission is supposed to be like, I'm doing this for a client, you know, you're looking for it to be expressed via the art style. That's why I gotta do some sort of video on AI art. I know I'm kind of late to the party and I feel like, it's already been talked about enough already. It's still relevant somewhat. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do a video on it. Who knows? What's your favorite thing about your Levi suit? How goddamn good looking I look. How fluffy I am. The thick thighs. I keep talking about the thick thighs, but they really are great. And the fact that I just look good. I feel good. I feel good that I look good. It sounds narcissistic, but, you know, it's more so self-confidence. People are allowed to have self-confidence. I definitely know that this is in check, just self-confidence and not narcissism. I feel good. But yeah. Anyways, it's like 9:30. Would that be a good point for us to wrap things up, though? You know, since it is late. And we have been kind of chilling for a bit. I'm not really sure what else to do. Maybe it might be a good point just to wrap up the stream. There's nothing else I can think of to talk about. Realistically, it's the same questions like, do this furry convention advice, furry advice, this and that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just wrap things up. It has been a pretty good Christmas stream, though. I'm going to be honest. I had a good time hanging out with all of you. I like doing these nonchalant, chill streams on here. I like not having to have to do high YouTube moments and just, like, spending time with all of you. Not doing too much. It's nice. Also, thank you, Christopher Morrison, again, for the $7. I appreciate that. Just for the hell of it, here's some more money. Well, it means a lot. Thank you for that. But yeah, honestly, a good 2.5 hour stream with like about an hour, give or take, in Fursuit. Maybe 30 minutes. I think that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. But either way, I think that's about going to do it for this Christmas stream. Hopefully next year we'll have a bigger one and more exciting one and something that, I don't know. I don't really know what else. Just thanks for all the support this year. It's been a really, really good end of the year. It's been a really good holiday season. I'm really happy with just where things are. And I'm glad that we can have these just chill streams where we hang out. We don't do much. But of course, you know, there will always be more high YouTube moments in the future. We'll be doing more stuff on Twitch. We'll be doing all sorts of new content. I've got a new video this Monday that I'm working on. I did upload today, so if you haven't seen that, you totally should. It's a really good one. We went over some Fursuit Friday stuff, which, you know, was pretty good. I enjoyed how the video turned out, and I enjoyed how a lot of it was. Even though it was, you know, from the live stream that we did months ago on Twitch. Yeah, we did it on... I mean, that's been most of my content. Who am I kidding? But either way, thank you all so much for a wonderful year so far. I mean, granted, we're going to have another stream before next year. When is New Year's? Oh, it's on that Sunday. So we'll be able to do one more stream for the end of the year next week. So next Friday, we'll have another YouTube stream. It will be like the last stream of the year. Because I'm not streaming that Saturday. Trust me. Like, that doesn't sound great to me. So we'll come back here and we'll do another stream. We'll probably do something special. But if you have any ideas for what we can do or anything you would like me to see or do or participate in, feel free to let me know on my Discord server and like stream suggestions or video suggestions, things that I can do. It really is appreciated. But honestly, I don't mind if we just hang out and chat. Kind of like we're doing now. It is nice. It is nonchalant. And I'm just a half man, half dog sort of thing right now. Online gambling? No. We're not doing that. That is a bad decision. But either way, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate all the support. Thank you for just being wonderful and just wanting to chill and vibe. It really, I'm just enjoying your guys' company. It's really all it comes down to. But either way, I'll see you all next Monday for another stream on Twitch, not on here. And yeah, that's really about it. Go check out all my socials, my recent video that I uploaded today, please. It's a really good one. And yeah, that's about it. Have a good night and stay life jacket, everyone. Yeah, that's about it. Bye. Yeah, I'm just zooming in on this one. This is the final thing. You're going to see my eyes like this. There you go. Bye.